Hey Ezekiel.
Hey Mo.
Great to see you.
Good to see you too.
And it's great to see you guys. My name is Moses Johnson,
My name is Ezekiel Sawyer.
and you're watching
The show.
Welcome to the show. Like we said, I'm Moses.
I'm Ezekiel.
This is Ezekiel, and we actually just completed YWAM Kona. We just did our DTS. Literally just got home last month, and we started in September of 2020 and just got back in February of 2021. And Ezekiel's
The reason why we want to make this video is because going into Kona, we had a lot of questions that we had unanswered, a lot of things that we didn't feel ready about, and we just kind of took a step of faith and went in. And though you should take a step of faith and go for it, we want to help prepare you in the best way. So tune on in.
Yeah. So before we get into those questions, we just want to explain really quick the situation that we were stepping into in the fall. We really, like he said, we had no idea what the heck we were doing. We just went into it trusting God and saying, God, have your way. And so we went into it knowing that we had to do a 14-day quarantine, and the whole school had to get tested for COVID. And so we got there, got our test, did our 14-day quarantine. Some people had to do actually another 14-day quarantine because of like falsified test results and just crazy stuff like that. But most people did their 14-day quarantine, they got out, and then we just had classes like normal. And another different thing, but awesome thing that we're so grateful for is we had our outreach in America, our home states, instead of going to Southeast Asia. So we don't really know what that's like, but we're just going to tell you our story and how that happened.
And with that, this video is not just for YWAM Kona people. If you're considering doing a Kona, this is for any YWAMer in general. So whoever you are, stay on.
We're back. Hey guys.
Hello. So question 1, does it feel more like college, high school, or summer camp? The answer, college. That is because there's so much more freedom than anything I've really ever experienced. And I didn't feel like I was forced to be a part of a friend group. For example, I was on the lacrosse team. My friends were mostly the lacrosse guys. And here it's like I was friends with people from all over the place. Like, it's not different cliques and stuff. Everyone just kind of like walks around and is friends with everybody. Along with that, we had so much freedom. It wasn't like they had a lot of restrictions on us or things we couldn't do. It was just we could make our own choices for the most part. Almost nothing was required. Like, they'd say you need to go to class, but if you didn't go to class, it's not like anything's going to happen. You're just going to suffer because whatever you put in is what you get.
And we're back. And question number 2, I'm going to be answering that. And it's basically just, what was your schedule like? What was like your classes? Like, how many classes did you have? Stuff like that. And so first, I just want to say it might not be the same for you guys. This is just what happened to us. So usually every single day, besides the weekends, you would wake up however early you want, and you would have your first class at 9 a.m. and then it'd go from 9 to 10:15, and then from 10:15 to around 10:30, that little 15-minute, there'd be just like a little break if you need to go to the bathroom, get a snack, do whatever you need to do. And then from 10:30 to 12 would be the long one, basically just a long lecture. But it's basically where they just have a different subject each week, such as like the Holy Spirit, relationships, missions, different worldviews, things like that. I don't know all of them, but they would fly in different speakers each week, and that's basically it. You'd have class from 9 to 10:15, and then 10:30 to 12, and then we'll explain the rest of the schedule in a minute.
I also want
We're back.
part 2 of the schedule, question number 3.
2A.
Or 2B. The schedule, he ended with the second class at 12 o'clock. After that, we have an hour lunch break, and then we have from 1 o'clock into 2:30.
Yeah, 2:30 or 3.
1 to 2:30, 3-ish. We have intercession. If you're not familiar with that term, intercession is just prayer and worship, basically, for spiritual warfare stuff. And it's super fun, amazing, but that's not necessarily required. Again, it's
highly recommended.
Highly recommended. I would go to every single one. I loved every one that I went to, but that was pretty cool. And then you have a 30-minute break, and then work duties, which we'll talk a little bit more about later, are from 3:30 to 5.
3 to 5.
3 to 5.
For most people.
3 to 5 for most people, unless you're the rare exception. There's one work duty. We'll talk about this later.
And we're back again for a quickie.
You want me to go?
Yeah.
Part 3 for schedules is after your work duty, you have free time the rest of the day. So the rest of the day, you can do whatever you want. And then on weekends, Saturday and Sunday, you have complete free time to do whatever you want, at least for YWAM Kona. I know some other bases, they require you to either go to church or maybe have a Saturday work duty. But at Kona, we had free time the whole weekends, and then free time the rest of the day after 5.
Yep. And cut. And we're back again at you with the show with Moses and Ezekiel. Question number 4. And for this question, I'm just going to be explaining to you guys what work duties are, what times they are, and basically what they consist of. And I just want to tell you, everybody that goes to YWAM has a work duty. That's something we really didn't know going into it. But everyone has a work duty. It's usually around 2 hours every single weekday. Not the weekends, just the weekdays. The weekends, like we said, are for free time, doing whatever the heck you want to do. So the weekdays, we went to our work duty leaders, wherever they were. Mine was from 3 to 5 every weekday. We went up to this guy named Bob, who was the maintenance guy. He was amazing. We just helped him collect trash and recycling every day, just helped him do whatever he needed us to do. And another example, some people had their work duty from 3 to 5 where they call it grounds. And they would just pull weeds every day and just do like manual labor like that. Some people had their work duty from 3 to 5 in this cafe that they called the Banyan Tree Cafe, and they would help make drinks and clean that area. Some people had it in different buildings where they would help sweep and mop. And some people, like Ezekiel, would have their work duty in the kitchen, and he can explain that.
So my work duty was the one exception to the rule, and it was 5:30 in the morning to 7 in the morning. So that was the one work duty that was not the 3 to 5 time slot. And initially I was going in dreading it. Actually, I didn't figure out till I was there, so you'll know when you get there. But I was dreading it, but God really used it in my life to discipline me. And there's good news that if you get this work duty, God is sovereign and he knows what he's doing. So don't be down. But that was my work duty. I loved it because I had the rest of the day free after intercession at 3. So,
and cut.